Hey folks, this is BestInSlot. Welcome back to our Jurassic World Evolution 2 Mod Spotlight series. Very exciting stuff to check out today. Of course, it's been a little while since we did this video, a little while since we checked some mods out, so lots of high quality stuff to take a look at. We're going to look at 6 different mods today, 8 new species or variants on existing species as we go through. Before we dig into all that though, very quick disclaimer, as per usual, you all know what I'm about to say, but we'll do it anyway. Mods can possibly break your game, they can cause issues with your save files, especially when the game newly updates. Now, I've been positing that that's going to happen within the next few weeks, actually early to mid-June based on their usual schedule, but for all we know, the free update maybe took a little bit more time out of Frontier's DLC development than expected. Maybe that's going to get pushed back to maybe July, August sort of time. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it's not several months away, but we'll see what happens. Asmodeus is here today. Hello! I really didn't miss doing this voice. Asmodeus has a very important message for everyone. I like mangoes. He likes mangoes. Okay, let's get started with our first of 6 mods. Dramatic opening done. So the first thing we're going to do is check out a new cosmetic skin for the Tyrannus. Okay, very cool. So this is the black-throated Tyrannus by Game Videos for Life and Viral Cyclopes, and it basically just adds a new skin to the game, adds a new skin for your Tyrannus that's based on the black-throated loon, which I should have googled to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's a bird. Like, I'm pretty sure loons are birds. It's an Arctic loon, or also known as a black-throated diver, a migratory aquatic bird found in the Northern Hemisphere. There you go. So it's based on that. And, you know, if you wanted a bit of an emo Tyrannus, which if you know me well, you'll know that I do, then this could be right up your alley. The Tyrannus is already such a beautiful dinosaur, and now it's got this skin unlike anything else you really see in the game. This is the kind of thing reserved for, you know, the Scorpius Rex and stuff. Got that big, bright red eye, that very Darth Maul-esque sort of contrast there between the red and the black, and then this lovely dappled patterning along the feathers there around the back. It looks really cool. I've just thought about this, but this for Horror Park is going to be an absolute winner. It is so well suited to Horror Park, actually. It's going to look beautiful. Right, so let's check out a new species next. This is Cyticosaurus. Aww. So this is Cyticosaurus, made by Gushy Gwa, the parrot lizard, a teeny bipedal ceratopsian from early Cretaceous Asia. Now, fun fact about Cyticosaurus. Well, let's talk about the design first, and then we'll do some fun facts. I really like that we've got the quills here on the back. It's slightly reminiscent of the Prehistoric Kingdom one in some ways. I've had to use the same base skin. I was having some problems with that, but I love this patterning as well. Really cool, like little faded stripes along the back there. Very Frontier-esque patterning as well. Of course, Cyticosaurus is well known for having a bizarre skull as well, with those bits jutting out at the side like that, so that's present as well. We've got that big chunky beak at the front as well. Just a really cool little Cyticosaurus. Blends really nicely in with the game. Would definitely suit your park. I really like how the quills have been done. I think that's really high quality. So, fun fact about Cyticosaurus. It is the non-avian, so as in non-bird dinosaur genera, with the most species. So Cyticosaurus as a genus has more species. There's more species of Cyticosaurus than there is of any other non-avian dinosaur. And that number is a grand total of 12. There are 12 confirmed, or at least right now current understanding, species of Cyticosaurus. 12, that's the biggest. For context and for contrast, the mammal genus with the most species is Crocodura, which is otherwise known as like musk shrews. It's a type of shrew, and they've got over 180. When you start looking at other things like insects, we're talking out, like, you find out there's like a bajillion species of bee. I think there's 20,000 species of bee out there. I don't know if they're all in one genus, but still, there's 20,000 species of bees, which is kind of wild. You can see here that we're using Cyticosaurus sort of by default, but you've also got a Mongoliensis one, which gets rid of the quills at the back, as you can see. Also changes the skull shape, and then on the third one we've got a Fiesta one, which I don't know. I'm just gonna pop this out quickly because it's bizarre looking. I don't know what it's about. Let's just pop one out. But this is all part of the same mod. Oh, it's a taco. Right, it's actually a taco on its head. Okay, there you go. If you wanted something incredibly stupid but kind of Charming. You've got an actual tackle for your Cyticosaurus. Amazing. Great, let's move on from the madness. Next up, we have a new cosmetic mod for the Baryonyx. So again, doesn't replace anything, just adds a new body type to your Baryonyx. This is a really high quality mod. So this is made by Viral Cyclops and loads of other people. The model in particular was made by Draco Warrior, and then there's like 6 or 7 other people involved in making the mod what it is. And obviously we've got this whole new model, we've got this much nicer, much more Baryonyx looking dinosaur model, which is important. And it also adds 23 colours and patterns and 6 new cosmetic skins. So this is like an individual cosmetic skin, of course, because it's meant to resemble the one from the Jurassic World website. And we've got this fantastic looking thing over here, this terrifying with the pale eyes. Fairly standard one there. Really cool one over there, that looks fantastic as well. I think this is probably one of the named ones as well. Extra Variant 15, Paparana. So there's actually a new mod out called Color Core. And I'm going to show you this as well, because this is kind of important for the future of mods, I think. If we go to Baryonyx, there we go. You'll see now that basically we can have, so Draco Warrior's Baryonyx. And then you've got all these skin colors, you've got extra variants. So usually you'd end about there, right? You'd have this many. This one has all these extra ones on both the skin colors and on the patterns. And basically, I can't remember who, but I think Viral Cyclops is the one who brought it out. They brought out this color core mod. It's like a dependency, kind of like ACSE and stuff like that. And it allows mod makers to add a ton more color variation to their dinosaur skins in terms of like randomized patterns, not just these variations down here. So it's a really cool system and gets even more variety and stuff like that in our dinosaurs. But a fantastic Baryonyx that really shows off a huge variety. Like, this is one of the benefits. Every single one of these Baryonyxes looks just entirely different from the other. You know, there's like no similarities in terms of coloration. You get such a huge amount of variety, which I think could really tell like an interesting story in your park. Right, moving on. So next up is a duo pack. This is the Walking with Dinosaurs duo pack teaser. This is a teaser for a Walking with Dinosaurs pack. Again, made by Viral Cyclops, who's all over today's video. And a bunch of other people as well. Let's start off with the Giga. What an absolute beaut. Absolute monster. She looks incredible. That is no word of a lie. One of my favorite dinosaurs in the game already. The skin work is top tier. It's so impressive. The model is brilliant. Again, just pulled straight out of Walking with Dinosaurs. The Giga from the series brought to life beautifully well. Blends so well in. You know, I love the default Giga in this game. I always have. But this, oh boy. I don't know why I'm such a big fan, but seeing it in game like this, seeing it in action, I think it looks absolutely spectacular. Yeah, fantastic work there on the Giga. And we do have another creature in that. We have got a Thrinaxodon. This is the little lad. So another creature you may well recognize from Walking with Dinosaurs. You're a little shiny boy, aren't you? Again, really high quality skin, really high quality model for such a bizarre creature. This kind of halfway house looking between mammalian and reptilian development. Specifically, so Thrinaxodon is a genus of Cynodont from the early Triassic, a sort of evolutionary milieu, whereas its posture, it's kind of, you can kind of see it, like it's kind of reminiscent of tetrapods. You know, we've got the legs kind of jutting out a little bit at the side there. So, you know, the tetrapods that came before and tetrapods that came after. You think of modern crocodiles where your limbs are kind of stuck out the side of the body and that's how they move. But also they're kind of moving inwards a little bit because, of course, eventually, well, mammals are cynodonts, and mammals would eventually develop from creatures like this with their limbs tucked completely under their body like you would see in modern mammals now. Anyways, we have a couple more to go. 3 more to go. So really excited about this one. The probably the thumbnail creature, if I'm honest. Microceratus, finally in game. Yes, it's a mod, but it's in game, and it looks incredible. It looks so good. So this is Microceratus, made by Wheat and Friends, and yeah, I mean, you can tell, can't you? It's just a beautiful recreation of the... Well, first of all, it's a very weird dinosaur by default, but it's a beautiful recreation of the Jurassic World website, Microceratus, that skin that we've seen so many times. This would go very well with our already established Baryonyx, 2015 Baryonyx over there somewhere. I love that people have been so in love with those website skins that to this day, 8 years later, people are still trying to bring it to life. And of course, Microceratus is a dinosaur people have been clamoring for in Evolution 2 for such a long time. It's one of the few canon dinosaurs that has yet to make it into the game. I think a lot of us expected it to be in by now. Maybe people thought it would land for the anniversary, something like that, but still yet to make it in. I really hope at some point this little weird ceratopsian lad makes it into the game, but we'll have to wait and see. But shout out to Wheat and Friends for a beautiful job, really well modeled. The texture's really nice. Just feel like it's just stepped right out of the website. Oops. We're going to check out a Tyrannosaurus Rex cosmetic variant. Absolute beauty. Oh, it actually looks really good. So this is Camp Cretaceous The Forgotten, made by Game Videos for Life. Oh, I should mention, of course, all 6 of these mods will be linked down below in the description. Definitely go give the mod makers lots of love. So this is a mod that came out quite a while ago. This is, we wrote to mod like 1600 now or something on the Nexus, and this was mod 800 or so, but it's been updated recently, and basically it just adds a whole bunch of new skins that add missing skins from the Camp Cretaceous updates, from the Camp Cretaceous DLC into the game. So we had Big E.T. as part of the Camp Cretaceous update, but we never actually got Little E.T. for some reason. That'd be a pretty cool fact. God, that Giga. So yeah, Little E.T. has now been brought into the game. There's tons of other stuff as well. We've got like 2 different Dilophosaurus variants, both from Camp Cretaceous, a grown-up version of the Firecracker Brachiosaurus. Definitely go check out the full list over on the Nexus, as I say, linked down below. We are going to check out one more though. GVFL very specifically requested I show 2 of these off in particular, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to show off Little E.T., as you just saw, and we're going to show off a Carnotaurus. This is Toro. This is Crispy Toro. So sometimes it's weird. It's like, it feels like there should have been multiple dinosaurs coming out, and the camera was like, yeah, there should be. Anyways, this is Crispy Toro. So this is Toro post the explosion and the fire and all the nonsense that went on towards the end of, I want to say, season 1. Toro got basically burnt alive. Obviously, he came out. He reappeared later on in his crispy form, but the one in the Camp Cretaceous DLC isn't crispy. It's a regular Toro. This has been crispified. It's burnt all over. Probably in immense amounts of pain, which is quite sad when you think about it, but a very cool, very well-made skin. And as I said, there's tons of other ones, all added cosmetics, all added skins, doesn't replace anything. If you wanted to do a full Camp Cretaceous style park or Camp Cretaceous style exhibits, definitely grab CC The Forgotten. Okay, anyways, fantastic series of mods today. If I had to say a favourite, I mean, I am deeply in love with this Giga. I really am, but I'm also very excited to use that Utaranus in Horror Park. I think just the black skin, I know it's a cliche, but the black skin and the red eyes is perfect for Horror Park. It really is. Absolutely perfect for it. It's gonna look fun. It's gonna look like a nightmare. I cannot wait. But just generally speaking, fantastic stuff across the board. That Microceratus finally in the game and looking beautiful. And the Baryonyx is beautiful. The Cyticosaurus is really well done. And a ton of CC skins. An absolute ton. I've only shown you 2 of them, but there's a ton of them out there. Right, that is it for me. Throw me a like down below if you enjoyed the video. You want to see more spotlights and lovely Jurassic World goodness and such things, yes. Throw me a subscribe if you're new to the channel. You want to stick around, like my voice, want to make babies, all that kind of jazz. Obviously, make sure to go give the mod makers tons of love in the comment section down below, but also on the Nexus as well. I'll link all these mods, as I say, in the description, in the Google Sheet. You don't need access to the Google Sheet. Please stop asking. You don't need to edit it. But go check out the Google Sheet and, yeah, and go give the mod makers some love and download your favourites. Let me know which is your favourite of the bunch, and I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Thanks for joining me. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye.
Reaching out.